Be a lot of editing in this vlog. Edit out all my chewing. I'm never vlogging while I'm eating lunch at the same time ever again. This is gonna take forever. Plus now I'm gonna have like all this stuff in my teeth. This is a bad idea.
The fire. Ooh, ooh.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Let's all eat it now!
Hi guys, I'm sitting in bed yet again, having a little Trader Joe's salad. Boy, have we got some stuff to talk about. First of all, this is my first weight loss / healthy lifestyle vlog that I've done in quite a few weeks. And it's the first one since the whole COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic world crisis. I am still sick. I'm still recovering from not coronavirus. You know, not following me on Instagram or whatever you didn't know. There was a chance, I thought there was a chance last week that I had coronavirus because coincidentally, as this started really becoming a huge issue in the United States and more cases were showing up, I developed very similar symptoms at the exact same time and actually went to the doctor and had the test administered and my results came back negative. I don't have coronavirus. So that's good. That's good. It's great because that means that I haven't been spreading it all over the place. But I mean, it's still crappy because I've been sick. I've been really sick. I've been very sick. This is the sickest I've been in a very long time. My lungs just feel like they're filled with gravel or sand. And like every time I cough, it's just horrible. But I am getting better. I'm on antibiotics now. And I really think even though they say antibiotics don't help with a virus, for whatever reason, it is helping. Or maybe I'm just kicking it on my own and it's just all coincidental. But either way, I'm on antibiotics now and I'm starting to feel better. I'm in bed just because it's freezing in our apartment right now. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the coronavirus. And now we're all pretty much, most people anyway, are self-isolating, working from home, quarantined because we're sick. Gyms are closed. The beach is closed. You're just not supposed to leave your house. Everyone's supposed to just be staying inside their house. First of all, that does a number on your mental health. And I feel like we're all just kind of trying to keep the depression at bay because it is hard. And I smirk when I say that because it's probably the least hard for me because I like being alone and home, and Blake is home and he's helping with the kids and I'm getting so much more sleep now and I'm being able to rest more and I have help with everything all the time. And for me, it's kind of fantastic. The circumstances are horrible. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, yay, we're all getting sick and we all have to stay home and the world is ending. No, as far as like coping with everything that's happening, I'm doing very well. I'm fortunate that I am not overly affected by this. Now, that being said, look at me. Like, I have not showered yet today. I would never normally vlog without showering. My eyebrows are a disaster. I haven't plucked my eyebrows in like forever. Because why? We don't have to leave the house. Why am I going to pluck my eyebrows? I'm going to pluck my eyebrows. I am. Eventually, I will. Mostly I look like hell because I have been sick. And I still am a little bit sick. So I apologize for how gross I look right now. We're all getting used to this new routine. Part of my new routine is I don't have to wake up an hour before the kids do and go take a shower because it's the only opportunity I'll get to shower all day. My new routine consists of getting up as soon as Bo gets up and he comes into my room and wakes me up basically. So yeah, it's the afternoon now. I'm having my lunch and I still haven't even showered. Good, bad, whatever. For me, it kind of feels more like summer because Blake is a teacher. He's off during the summer. And this is kind of more like our summer routine where I get to sleep in a little bit in the morning and take a shower whenever I feel like it in the afternoon or not at all, I guess. Although I always take a shower. That's gross. So yeah, I know we're all just adjusting, adapting, trying to do the best we can right now. And I think we all just need to kind of give ourselves a break and go easy on ourselves right now because everything everyone's dealing with is hard. And we're all dealing with stuff now. Everyone. Whether you're, well, I'm not going to even get into all of it. Like, we just know. Sometimes it's good to just, like, not even talk about it or think about it anymore. That's the point I'm at right now anyway, is I just don't even want to watch the news anymore. We're home and we're staying away from people. We're not going anywhere. And hopefully that works. And that's all we can do. So we're just trying to make the best of it. Like I said, like I'm just getting a lot more done, cleaning the house a lot, doing like a spring cleaning, disinfecting everything. There's certain things that I really miss. And one of them is really being able to like go for a walk outside. I know they say that you still can, go outside, get your vitamin D, go exercise. Like that's still good to do. And then just stay 6 feet away from people. But I don't know how comfortable I am doing that. I feel like I need to just like completely stay inside. I don't think there's a huge chance of exposure when you're just going for a walk and nobody's around. You're not touching anything. You're not coughing on anything. You don't touch any doorknobs. I don't know. I don't think just breathing the air around you is going to be that big of a risk of either yourself getting sick or you getting someone else sick. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe we all need to just zip up our windows, shut all the blinds, and just hibernate for a month. I don't know, but I do feel like I want to go for a walk. I have not been for a walk or done any kind of exercise in a week. Unfortunately, that means that I did not finish my 37 by 37 challenge. If you don't follow me on Instagram or you haven't watched my other vlogs, it was working out 37 days leading up to my 37th birthday. I tried so hard, guys. I tried at those last couple posts that I did. I think I made it to like day 31-ish, maybe around there. I mean, I was really like pushing it. Like one day I did yoga and it was just really a pathetic yoga. It was mostly meditation. And then like the last day I was like, well, I'm super duper sick. I've got like 102 fever, but hey, at least I hit my Fitbit step goal of 5,000 steps, which is like a pathetic amount of steps anyway. I hit my Fitbit goal and I like counted that as an exercise, but it wasn't. I was doing a lot of laundry that day or something, even though I was sick. But then after that last one, even though I was trying so hard to keep it going, for like 2 days, I didn't leave the bed. I got so sick. The fever was the worst part. The cough is bad and the cough is lingering and I still have this terrible cough, but that fever was, it was like pushing 103 most of the time. And it would only go down a little bit when I would take Tylenol. Like the fever was just brutal. I don't know what kind of virus we had, and Brody has it too. That's why I say we. Brody's kind of like pulling through towards the end of the fever part. He hasn't had a fever in like a day now or day and a half. Thank God, because having a little baby with a fever it's scary. But yeah, it knocked me on my ass. There's just no other way to put it. And so I stopped my challenge. I couldn't breathe. I just couldn't do anything. It was impossible. I had to stop the challenge. There's no way I could be legitimately exercising. So unfortunately, first time ever, I failed my own exercise challenge. I do want to do some other kind of challenge. I'm going to try to figure out a different one, a new one. because I was feeling so good. I was feeling so good. Just my body was changing a lot. I was just been such a good mood lately, just getting out and walking every day. Now that we've been stuck in the house for like almost, well, like a week, a little more than a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, mood is poor. Well, I mean, it's not that bad. Like I said, it's not affecting me that bad, but I do feel like lack of sunshine, lack of vitamin D. I'm taking vitamins, but it's just not the same. Like I live in Southern California, you know, not being out in the sunshine, it definitely affects you a lot because I'm used to having sunshine year round and being out in the sun and going places and doing things. So that's hard. So I really do want to come up with some other fitness challenge, you know, for while we are in the house in this self-isolation situation that we're all in. And I know there's a lot of fitness people who are getting really creative with like the at-home workouts and stuff like that. I'm glad that that's kind of stuff is available and out there. There's a lot of content out there that I could tap into. What else? Well, let's see. This is the start of a new week, weight loss wise. I do weigh-in Wednesdays. Today is Thursday. I think. Is today Thursday? It is. It's literally hard to keep track of the days. I haven't really vlogged about this in the last couple weeks. So I'll talk about the last couple weigh-ins. When I was sick, my weight went way down. Obviously, I had a fever. I was hardly eating. I was probably dehydrated. You know, it doesn't count when you're sick. Yesterday, when I weighed in yesterday, a lot of that weight had already gained back because I was eating again. Life was starting to return to normal. Plus your body like goes, you know, into survival mode when you're really sick and it's trying to like hold on to all of the calories that it can. I was probably storing fat like crazy, especially because I was like a full stop on working out where I had previously worked out like 30 days in a row. So my body's just been through the ringer like it does whenever you get sick. It just an adjustment to get back into the swing of things, you know. And I'm not even trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm still not exercising. I guarantee you that I've edited the heck out of this video to edit out all the different times I had to just turn my head away and start coughing. So just talking makes me cough. Going up the stairs makes me cough. Hardly just breathing makes me cough. So I'm not exercising right now. Not until the gravel is out of my lungs. Hopefully it's soon. I could go for a very slow stroll outside, but I still feel like I would be coughing a lot. I just don't want to go out into the world when I'm coughing. Even though I know I don't have coronavirus, I have some other virus. First of all, I don't want to be spreading this other virus that I have if I am still contagious. And I just don't want to be out in the world like this, coughing everywhere. You know, it's going to freak people out. If you hear somebody coughing right now, like that's going to freak you out. Like I wouldn't want to be somewhere and have somebody like hacking next to me. I'd be like, go home. You're infected. It's just like the last thing you want to see or hear right now is somebody hacking up a lung. So I feel like I should just stay inside at least until this cough goes completely away, you know? But anyway, my overall weight is still going down. I know there's a lot of jokes going around right now that all anyone is doing while they're in home isolation is just like eating. Like my mom, she was just like baking. Nothing else to do. She was just like baking lots of bread and cookies and stuff. The gyms are all closed. You can't really go anywhere. There's like nothing left to do but just sit at home and eat. So I am actively trying to avoid doing that, trying to eat salads. And the good thing is like we are eating at home. Really have to plan ahead now because going to like a drive-through isn't really an option. I mean, it is an option, but we're trying to limit that as much as possible, limit all exposure to the outside world. We don't want to have to go to the grocery store every day. We're trying to go once a week, like at the most. This is forcing me to do the thing that I have such a hard time doing, which is planning the meals and what we're going to eat at home. So that's a good, unexpected, I guess, effect of all this. We're eating at home more. We're only eating at home, basically. Well, Blake ordered a pizza last night for his birthday. That was his birthday dinner. He wanted to order a pizza, so we got a pizza. And it's good now that like the grocery stores are restocked with everything except for like toilet paper, because there just is never gonna be any more toilet paper ever again, I guess. But you know, the bread is back in stock and all that kind of stuff, so that's good. I'm gonna plan the meals, and what else is there really to do but just work on like losing weight and try to stay as active as possible inside the house. We could all just like let this make us depressed and defeat us, and we could all just curl up into bed and watch Netflix all day. And honestly, however you react to what's going on right now is valid and fine. And if that's what you want to do, then my God, just do it. Like, who cares? You know, like do whatever is going to make you happy during this time. Because I know a lot of people do have a really hard time not being social and being active and seeing your friends and your family and going out. And I know it's hard for a lot of people. It's not hard for me. I can conceptually understand the idea that it would be hard for people. So if you want to just curl up into a heap and eat cookies and watch Netflix all day, then just knock yourself out. I want to take a different approach and try really hard to have this be like a boost for me and come out of this with more like my life together a little bit better. I've been given the gift of not time, but my husband's time. I've been given the gift of help is what it is. Somebody at the house to help with the kids every single day. Oh, and also I'm not working. My graphic design work is on hold. I don't have any work right now, which sucks money-wise, but I want to look on the bright side of stuff. So I'm just using this time and the gift of help from my husband being here. I'm going to get all the stuff done that I haven't had time to get done lately. And I'm going to use this as, look at all this time I have now to exercise inside the house, or to go on walks, or plan the meals, cook healthy meals. Yeah, I just really want to turn this into as positive of a thing as possible. Just be thankful that no one in my family has it or is in the hospital or has died or anything like that. And just hope that doesn't change, and hope things just start getting better. Hope they find some medicines that help coronavirus. Hope they find a vaccine that can work, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to stay hopeful. Trying to not watch the news very much, because that, I think, can just make you spiral. I don't want to dwell on it, you know. Instead, I'm just trying to like adapt to our new lifestyle of being inside, and still trying to be healthy, and that means mentally healthy too, and cook and exercise and lose weight and drink enough water and be happy with my husband and my children while we're all stuck inside. Okay, my voice is getting raspy again. My cough is kind of flaring up, so that's all for now. Talk to you later. Chicken parm and broccoli. Your apocalypse dinner. Weigh-In Wednesday, everyone. So, it's Wednesday. It's nighttime. It's basically time for bed, and I'm just now getting around to talking to you. So, sorry about that. It's just been kind of a busy day. As you just saw, actually, because I will be putting the clips of me working out before this. So, as you saw, it's been a busy day. Today is also April 1st. March is finally over. I have new goals for this month because my 37 by 37 challenge ended very abruptly with me unfortunately getting sick, and I just couldn't finish it. I'm super disappointed in that, but I have forgiven myself. It's my own challenge. I don't have to finish it. It's just a goal that I set for myself. And I didn't quit willingly. I didn't just give up. I went to the doctor on March 16th. It's now April 1st, and I'm just now starting to feel good enough to be able to exercise. You can probably still hear I still have a raspy voice and I'm still coughing. I mean, I still have a lingering cough after all these weeks. So whatever I had, not coronavirus, but whatever I had was really hard for my body to fight and get over. I forgive myself that I couldn't finish my challenge. Now, that being said, I want to start a new challenge because I didn't get to finish my last one. It feels incomplete, and it's a new month. Perfect time to start an April challenge. I want it to be Activity April. Because first of all, we're all stuck at home, like almost all of us, except for essential people who are just working their fingers to the nubs right now. So everyone's stressed out in one way or another. I know everyone's worried about catching coronavirus and getting sick and staying healthy. I mean, it's just a stressful time. And being stuck in the house, as my weigh-in this morning reflects, it's very easy to just lay around, do nothing, feel sorry for myself, and eat junk food. And I will say that's basically what's been happening for the last week. Now, my weigh-in was possibly a little bit skewed, a little bit off because I forgot to weigh myself in this morning. We're so thrown off schedule that I'm just forgetting to do it. So I weighed myself like a little bit before noon. I had already gone on a walk. I had eaten. I mean, it's just not my normal routine when I weigh myself in. Usually it's first thing in the morning, I pee and I weigh myself in. No water in my system, nothing. So it wasn't really a dry weight, if you will. It was a wet weight. But whatever. I still knew that I was going to gain weight this week because somebody gifted me a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper for my birthday and I drank it all. Oh, and a 2-liter, a 12-pack and a 2-liter. It was for me and Blake. And between the two of us, we plowed through that in like a few days, maybe. It was not good. No more Dr. Pepper. And Activity April. Did I say Activity April? I meant Active April. I don't even know the name of my own challenge. Active April. I want to get moving. I want to get moving again. I went on that walk today. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Just getting out in the sun. I know I have skin cancer. I slathered sunscreen on my entire body, but I needed to get the vitamin D. You know, it's such like a catch-22, I guess, with the sun. If you get burned, you get too much sun, you get skin cancer, and it's horrible. But if you don't get the sun, you just feel so crummy. Just being in the house so much and not going on my walks. I really needed it. I felt it when I was walking. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I've been missing. So I ended up walking 3 miles today. I went from nothing for the last 2.5 weeks to 3 miles today. And I'm really proud of myself because of that. And I was so sick. My lungs have been so screwed up and I am coughing like crazy right now, but I was proud of myself that I was able to walk that much. In a way, it's like, well, it's only been 2.5 weeks, but I was so sick that I thought maybe I would have to like work my way back up to it, but I didn't. So I was happy about that. So really quickly, I just want to talk about what my new next challenge is going to entail. I'm stepping it up. I'm not going to be so easy on myself as being like, do some sort of exercise for 37 days in a row. Anything counts. Anything's good enough. Just move your body. That's a great start, and it's exactly what I needed to ease myself back into exercise. Because if I just went from literally 0 to 100, I would have lasted 2 days, you know? So being easy and gracious on myself to start was necessary. And it worked really well. And I feel so much stronger, better stamina. My muscles don't get as sore, don't really get sore at all when I'm walking anymore. And what that tells me is it's time to pick it up. You know, it's time to step it up. I was planning to start stepping it up and increasing the intensity of things during the last week of my challenge. But then, of course, I got sick, so I couldn't do that. But so now I am going to step the intensity up a little bit. Goal number 1. Water. I have this 40-ounce hydro flask. I love it. It's blue ombre. Isn't it pretty? My goal is to drink 2 of these a day. This one's still pretty full, and it's like, I don't know, what, 9 o'clock at night? 9:30 at night. So I got a lot of water to drink before bed. That's going to be great. So 2 of these, 40 ounces each, 80 ounces of water a day. Huge for me. I did it a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. I did it for a few days in a row, like maybe even a week in a row or almost a week in a row. Anyway, I was increasing my water intake by a ton, and I felt so much better in so many ways. And even when I was editing back those videos, I noticed like my skin just had like a better look to it. It didn't look so thirsty. I don't know, like right now I'm kind of sweaty, honestly, from working out. I'm shiny. It's the end of the day, but it had like a healthy glow to it. I didn't look as wrinkled. You know, my skin just looked so much healthier, and I just felt so much better. I don't know. It's something I have such a hard time with, but I want to make an effort. You know, 30 days makes a habit, right? If you do something for 30 days, I'm trying to go 30 days in a row of drinking 80 ounces of water a day. That's might be the hardest part of this challenge for me. Truly, it might be. I want to get in the habit of every first of the month, I want to plan a menu. I want to plan the meals for the whole month, because I've decided if I just make that a 1 day per month goal, even though I have to plan more on that day, I think that's going to work better for me than trying to do it week to week, because at least getting like a general outline of what we're going to eat. You know, I'll say the type of meat, the type of grain or starch, and vegetables. And then whatever I have available to me vegetable wise from my produce box that I get every week, then I'll kind of adapt it throughout the week. But if I have just kind of the general idea of, and write it down, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for me, Blake, and the kids, because Blake is now officially working from home through summer. They are not going back this school year at all. So it's the longest summer break of all time. Although, I mean, he still is working from home, but he's home. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all 4 of us. Blake has been taking his lunch to work. He's getting these freshly meals. He's been doing that, and that's helping him. That's really helping him. That's working for him, like the portion control aspect of things. So he was taking those to work. So we're still getting those to the house, which was actually really good when food was scarce there for like a week. We were both eating them. They're pretty good. For me, I'm just always so bad about eating during the day. But now with Blake home, I can make the effort of planning myself breakfast and lunch as well as dinner for everyone, because lunches for me tend to be leftovers. And I'm totally wonderfully okay with that. I'm a big fan of leftovers. I love making a big pot of something and then eating it for 3 days. That's my jam. I know some people hate leftovers, but for me, like, the less amount of times I need to be chopping and prepping and cooking a whole new meal, the better. As I'm planning the month's worth of meals, I am keeping into account leftovers for me, or just simple things like ham or tuna sandwiches, you know, that kind of thing. Salad, make salads, or get the Trader Joe's salads for convenience purposes for me. And then Blake has his freshly meals for lunch. So I kind of only need to plan the kids' meals pretty much. I mean, for lunch anyway. Today's the 1st. I need to plan the whole month's meals. I've already started. I've got, like, we already planned today. We did today. Today's over. I have tomorrow and like most of the rest of next week planned. I've been just planning it on my phone today. So I'll go ahead and plan it all out and I'll write it on my phone. But then tomorrow I want to actually print it out on a piece of paper and handwrite it in, because to me it just kind of helps to like visually see things mapped out in a calendar form. Just having it in a list on my phone, my brain doesn't see it as well. Planning the meals, 1 day for the whole month, drinking 80 ounces of water a day. Now, none of those things are like active. So what is active, April? What does that mean? I am going to do 30 minutes of walking 5 times a week. What is that? 2 hours and 30 minutes of walking per week. Totally doable. And if I really feel like I want to do more than that, then I can do more than that. Fine. Bare minimum, 30-minute walks 5 times a week. The other thing I want to do is I want to do the entire 30-day Yoga with Adriene that she released on January 1st. I want to do that, the whole series in a row. So that means yoga every single day. That's doable too, because some of the days are really hard and some of them are more, centering and meditative and things like that. When I was previously doing yoga for my last challenge, I was cherry picking which ones to do that looked the most difficult. And I was skipping over the easy ones, or meditative ones, however you want to phrase it. There are kind of like natural breaks in the intensity and activity level in that series. So I think that's totally doable too. The other thing I want to do, I told you I'm up in the ante here, is the butt and gut challenge or something like that, where it's like glutes and abs workout. There's like a little chart. It's just some random thing that I found on the internet, and it's basically crunches, squats, lunges, and planks. Yeah, it's just, do this many on the first day and then do this many of this on the second day. It's just very simple, like home exercises of those, those 4 exercises, gradually increasing in number. So something just extra to just sprinkle in there. And tonight I did it was 10 squats and 10 crunches. Big deal, right? It'll get harder, I'm sure, but I just did those right before my yoga. Lastly, I want to work on my back and probably my feet too. But for now, I'm saying like I need to do my foam roller every night before bed, just to try to help my back out as much as I can. That's more of like a therapeutic physical therapy kind of thing for me. I want to do the foam roller every night. I want to commit to doing that for my own physical therapy on myself, because dang, my back hurts. That's it. That's my challenge. So I'm going to make like a little check mark kind of chart for every day and log it and probably post it on Instagram, because that's where I tend to post this kind of stuff. Daily stuff. I'm not a daily vlogger, so I'm not doing daily videos. I may video every day, but then I splice it all together and post it, once a week, if that. So that's what I'm doing. If you want to follow me, follow at @the_Dorman_show on Instagram. And that's where I'll be posting most days, I'll say. A photo here and there, most days. That's it. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.